For this scam, Alex needs some stationary victims, and this busy cafe should provide a healthy crop of mobile phones. Our hidden cameras are rigged to catch the action. He takes a table in the middle of the cafe, surrounded by potential marks.
Can I get a cup of tea, please? Tea? Yeah, just regular tea.
Remember, he's after their mobiles. He repositions his chair to try his luck with the customer behind him. Bingo. He's got a phone, but for once, he's not keeping it. After a few seconds of fiddling, he returns it to the mark's pocket without them noticing. It's risky, but soon it'll be making him a lot of money. Time for another phone, so he has to reposition.
Hi, can I get a little spoon, please? Thank you very much.
He goes back to the same table, but this time sits in the opposite seat, perfectly positioned for his next dip. He's got another one, and once again he's messing with the buttons. But the mark gets ready to leave. This is dangerous. Alex must now think fast to get the phone back to its owner.
Excuse me. Is this your phone? Sorry, I just heard it drop.
He plays the Good Samaritan, his crime going undetected. The next phone call she makes will cost £2.50 a minute, and most of that will go straight into the hustler's pocket. But how exactly?
One thing that these scam artists do is they familiarise themselves with as many phones as they can because there's many in circulation. So we've got a selection here. Which one should we use? That one? Okay, fine. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the phone settings. So I go into the menu, settings, control panel, call settings. What I'm looking for is calling cards or prefix numbers. This one's got calling cards. If I tap that, now it's asking me for a phone lock. It's asking me for a PIN number. This is where I'm relying on the fact that most people don't change their master passwords. It's mostly the same numbers, 0, 0, 0, 0. Enter. Okay, so that's let me in. So this person hasn't changed their phone lock.
If you put a PIN lock onto your phone, you're going to stop more than 90% of these people, because when they get your phone, suddenly they find there's a PIN lock, and they're not going to guess a PIN lock. The only option they've got really is then to steal it. Yeah, maybe they can remove the PIN lock if they've stolen it and take it to a dodgy shop in a few months' time, but realistically, that's not this kind of attack.
So if the object is not to steal the phone, how are the hustlers making money? It's a very clever con.
So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell it to dial a calling card. So it's going to be dialing this number before it dials any other number. What I'm going to tell it to do is I'm going to tell it to dial another phone that we've got here. So, okay, all right. So new. So this is done. So now this is what we're going to do. I'm going to dial. Who should we dial?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 for the speaking clock. So 1, 2, 3. So this is calling, and it says it's calling 1, 2, 3. But what's actually happening is this phone's ringing.
If this was actually a hub, if this was a server, you would go through and straight to the person you were trying to dial. And because you're going through that number, you're paying £2.50 a minute.
This lady left the cafe an hour ago and is now making a call. This is where the scam starts earning our hustlers money and costing her a fortune. Instead of connecting her to whoever she is calling directly, thanks to the prefix Alex inserted in her phone, her call now goes via a premium rate number the hustlers have set up. Her conversation is now costing £2.50 per minute. This scam can cost you thousands. The problem being, you won't know about it until you open your phone bill, and by then, it's too late. When scam artists are about, it's not so good to talk. London's Piccadilly Circus is always crowded, and with crowds come plenty of wallets, purses, music players, phones and cameras, all designed to fit easily into pockets and bags. But for the hustlers, they're just as easily taken out again. This is their most intricate pickpocket scam yet, the three-way lift. Our hustlers are in position either side of a busy crossing. Jess and Alex are stationed on the left of the junction. Paul is operating alone on the right. And when the lights go green, they all cross with the rest of the pedestrians. Watch carefully. And in less than 30 seconds, they're up by £800 in wallets and phones. No one saw them do it, but you can. Remember that Jess and Alex are positioned together on the left. The girl with the dark hair in front of them is the target. While Jess acts as a human shield to prevent anyone nearby seeing, Alex makes swift work of stealing this woman's phone. So far, they've got a phone worth £150. Not bad, but there's a lot more going on here. Let's rewind back to the start. Jess is also working with Paul, who's on the other side. Paul has identified his mark, the girl to his left. He's after the contents of her pocket. Another phone. For the moment, she's blissfully unaware, but Paul still has to get rid of the stolen property quickly, and that's where Jess comes in. As they cross, he deftly hands off the goods to his accomplice. The stolen phone joins Alex's in Jess's bag, and she melts into the crowd before anything's been missed. So far, they've lifted belongings worth £270. But there was also one more, much bigger steal going on. Let's rewind for the third and final lift. Back in first positions, Alex identifies the third victim, the man wearing the lilac shirt stood to Paul's right. As Paul puts a mobile phone into Jess's bag, Alex is unusually clumsy.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you're right.
As he bangs into the mark, Alex dips the man's wallet from his jacket, immediately passes it off to Paul, and the three-way lift is complete. So that's 2 mobile phones and a wallet full of cash and credit cards in one beautifully choreographed steal. Let's see it all at once. The hustlers are around £800 up, and the trio of pedestrians have fallen foul of an audacious, synchronized, three-handed hustle, the three-way lift.
Yeah, my phone's missing.
There's nothing there. I used to have a wallet in there. Money, some credit cards, driver's license. It came directly at me, bumped straight into me.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you're right.
And it was only after I completed crossing the road I thought, you know, there's something wrong here. I've lost my wallet.
This is an example of pickpockets working together to steal more effectively. In this case, they used a crowd. They know people are going to gather as they wait to cross the road. This allows them to make direct contact with their victims and their property. So they go for the easy targets, open bags, wallets in the back pocket, things like that. If they want to get something that's difficult, then they'll work together again, moving in concert to trap someone between them, steal something from the inside pocket, and then pass it to the other pickpocket. So the person who makes a steal actually ends clean. Safest pocket is the front, unless you're wearing something loose-fitting with the pocket directly at the side, in which case probably an inside pocket with a zipper.
All pockets are vulnerable. All pockets are vulnerable. People can steal from any pocket. The key to it is just to be aware of your belongings. Just because you have it in your front pocket, you think, oh, well, nothing goes from there. The moment you forget about it, that's it, it can be gone.
Hello.
Alex and Jess, posing as a couple, arrive at a small jeweller's store. They're shopping for a present for Jess.
A look. If there's anything you want to have a look at, I'll get.
I like quite girly.
You like
sort of
girly?
Well, what about something like that?
No, but I like girly ones, and he likes really posh ones.
Oh, do
They can't agree on what kind of watch to buy and begin to argue.
Could I have
I'm
one?
trying that on, seeing as I'm getting it for you. Why don't you try that on?
No, I don't want to try
Could
that.
I have one? It's personal.
The assistant politely tries to help them out. It's a small shop with no other sales staff on duty, and they're about to make her life increasingly difficult.
Yeah, but I think it's about time, you know, we moved on with this stuff. But anyway, if I'm buying it for you, I've got to like it as well, right?
There's a pinky one there similar to that.
They're every shop assistant's worst nightmare. As the disagreement continues, a customer arrives. Another hustler.
That we're never going to be able...
You can wear pink with most things though, can't you? Like with a nice...
primary colour.
Yeah.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, nice
No, I'm just
outfit
now.
with it. Yeah, but I'll make
Can I
it
have a
look
quick little
classy, though.
thank you?
Yes, of course, with pleasure.
You dress nice though.
It's a 14-year-old girl, man.
If there's anything you want to have a look at, I'll get out.
Yeah, remember.
Well, look at the Omega book, please.
I don't like stuff
Omega?
like that.
Yeah.
Sparks continue to fly and the heated argument is getting out of control.
All the walking around Birmingham, right? It's cloudy and you're wearing sunglasses.
Yes, it is.
Ridiculous.
Can I have a look at
Hawking my
that?
hair up.
Yes.
If you don't like it, then you should...
Trying to ignore the commotion on the other side of the shop, Paul asks to try on a top-of-the-range watch.
Playboy things and
That's the
everything.
Daytona.
That's what I like though.
Second hand, yeah?
Yes,
Oh, I'm
second.
sorry. Well, you know what to do then, don't
It's
you?
£12.
Well, I'm going to get a pink watch.
Which is a good
It's
price.
worth £1,200.
I'm not interested in watches like that.
All right,
Like
okay.
what my mum would wear.
The disturbance is distracting the shop assistant.
Look at the one that you like. Okay.
You guys can size it for me and things.
Yes,
You
of
know, I'll
course.
pick something, you
What I
pay
just
for
said
it.
to you, watch that
I'm not getting that one.
class or something.
Excuse me, do you mind?
All right, mate. Easy, relax.
It's really just embarrassing.
Stop trying to look like a footballer's wife, for God's
But
sake.
you know what's wrong with you? Will you stop trying to make me into somebody I'm not?
Will you calm down? We're in public. I'm sorry. Will you calm down?
Will you stop trying to make me into somebody I'm not? You want me to get what you want.
Calm down, all right?
After handing the watch back, Paul promises to return when the shop is quieter.
Are you not going to have a look at one of these?
No, I don't.
The argument has lost the assistant a possible sale.
One of
I'm
those
so sorry
watches.
to
Okay.
Paul leaves the shop to get away from all the aggravation.
Sorry.
Then you're not
Sorry.
going to have a watch. Fine.
Jess and Alex finally take the argument outside.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Surprised and flustered by the row, when the manager returns, the assistant can't wait to tell him all about the argument.
I had a fella and a girl come in. She wanted sort of a girly watch, very pretty girl.
yeah.
Then the fella rang the bell, let him in.
Yeah.
So can I have a look round? I said yes, of course. He said, is that a Rolex? I said yes,
that's right.
Rolex. I'm showing it to him, and all of a sudden, biggest Barney I've ever heard in my life.
You know what's wrong with you? Will you just stop?
Anyway, the fella said, do you mind? And they're still carrying on. And it,
So it's
he
cost
said,
us,
would,
might have cost us
yes,
a sale
he
on
said,
the-
would you mind? He said,
She can't believe what's just happened, but there's an even bigger shock in store.
That isn't the same watch. This is a copper.
you are joking. Oh my God.
The £1,200 watch has turned into a cheap fake.
I didn't leave him, Gary.
No, listen,
Nothing
I know
like
you
that.
do, but
So how was it done?
Mail call.
Earlier on, Alex and Paul took delivery of a parcel. It contained a cheap imitation watch bought from the internet, and they know the shop has the same model. This is the vital prop for the scam.
Wait a minute. Rolex only has one L.
Back at the jeweller's, Alex and Jess enter the shop first. They'll be providing the distraction.
Yeah, if you're like 12.
As planned, their bickering gets the assistant's full attention.
Well, that's quite... Let me see that.
Meanwhile, outside, Paul hides the fake watch up his sleeve, and Alex subtly gives him the signal to enter the shop.
I just know when you're getting something that's like... That we never...
Paul knows exactly what he wants, the watch that matches his cheap fake. The arguing couple are an irresistible distraction, and the concerned assistant can't help but watch. This is all Paul needs.
Getting that one.
Excuse me, do you mind?
All right, mate. It's easy.
When he asks them to quieten down, it's a signal that he's ready to make his move.
Stop trying to look like a footballer's wife, for God's sake.
You know what's wrong with you?
The slap distracts the shop assistant, and for a split second, she takes her eyes off Paul.
I'm so...
He switches the watches. It's quick, and she doesn't spot a thing. Let's see that again. Watch carefully as Paul brings the fake watch out of his sleeve. He's swapped his dodgy £50 fake for the real deal and walks away with a profit of over £1,000.
My eyes don't go from a customer. was when I heard the slap and the shouting. He already turned round. I just must have gone like that. A split second. I am still shaking.
You have to remember, people who work in these stores are always targeted by thieves, so they're pretty sharp. But we had a distraction that they couldn't resist. Starts off small, people bickering, but at exactly the right moment...
Sorry, look like a footballer's wife, for God's sake.
There's a slap. But,
all hell breaks loose.
yeah, you enjoyed that too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These are distraction steals. On holiday, tourists carry around a lot more than they would back home. Cameras, passports, credit cards and cash, it's rich pickings for the light-fingered. Paul is targeting holiday makers who approach this phone box. We've set up our hidden cameras so that you can get the best view possible. He places some mints on top of the phone, then goes to take a seat outside a nearby cafe to admire the view and wait for a suitable mark. This guy looks promising.
Excuse me, mate.
Paul collects his mints and the mark's passport. He doesn't hang around. Within seconds, the hustlers disappear down a back street. The mark's realised, but it's way too late. Paul's long gone, and so is his passport. Let's take another look. Paul casually approached the mark. He reached for the mints, distracting the mark's attention, and at the same time used his hat to cover the lift. It only takes a couple of seconds, but Paul's gained a passport and ruined this guy's holiday.
It's a very dramatic experience, you know. If he'd have got away with my passport, I'd have been stuck here. It definitely wouldn't have been a good end to the holiday. I think, particularly flying home tonight, it would have maybe got me a few extra days, but certainly not the way I would have wanted to spend them.
Just like other holiday makers, Jess wants to stay in touch with friends and family back home. So she goes to this internet cafe to check her email. 20 minutes later, Jess logs off and spots a bag on the back of the chair next to her that's just begging to be lifted. Like all opportunist hustlers, she makes the most of any chance.
Excuse me, do you mind if I just take one of these? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Cheers, love.
Within seconds, Jess has stolen the mark's bag with all its contents and is out of the door. By reaching for a stray leaflet by the mark's computer, Jess distracts her. This split second is all she needed to lift the bag from the back of her chair. The mark is still unaware that her bag and any valuables inside have gone. She only realises when we approach her and start to ask some questions. The mark is asked if she has a mobile phone with her.
Yeah? Where's my bag gone?
Luckily for her, it was Jess that took her bag. If it had been a real pickpocket, her phone, passport, wallet and other belongings would be long gone.
I didn't notice anything because she sat on the computer next to me, so I didn't even realise that she was like doing anything. I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? My bag's gone. I had everything in my bag. I had my phone, my wallet, all my money was in there.
Pickpockets often use a distraction to help them steal your belongings. Now, these can range from throwing change to asking questions. You should always be very aware of what's going on around you at all times, and if somebody does invade your personal space, then try and be constantly aware of exactly where your belongings are.
This is 3-card monte. 3-card monte is often seen on the streets of New York, but it's used to target tourists all over the world, and the hustlers have found the perfect spot to target holiday makers in Ibiza. Paul has set up his pitch.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah. Come in.
And Alex is going to help him draw a crowd and get some money on the table.
How'd you like to win some money? Can I see anybody?
It only takes a few minutes for people to start showing an interest, and the game's on. All you have to do is follow the Queen.
All right, all you have to do is tell me where the Queen is. Come on.
There.
There? If you try it for money, you'll win a little bit more. Okay?
Alex is playing the role of a shill. It's his job to bet and lose by making obvious mistakes. It allows the marks to see how the game works and believe that they can beat it.
How much more you got?
I have money, but it's... Well,
He was right.
This mark has been watching closely.
Okay, now I'm going to do this very, very slowly. Where is it?
I think I know where it is, but...
Where is it now?
Paul gets the mark to take out some money.
Take some money out of your pocket.
Alex bets on what is clearly the wrong card.
There?
Yeah.
That one.
And loses.
Well, where is it? No, show me the other
hold on.
Show me
Paul asks the mark where he would have bet.
20 euros. If you would have bet, where would you go?
And of course, he would have been right.
Yeah, so you would have won. Only one player at a time. Let's do it again.
He's now getting suckered into the game.
Hold the money in your hand. Okay? We'll do it again. There's the queen. All you got to do is follow the queen. Okay? We'll do it really quick.
And not wanting to miss out again on what he thinks is easy money,
Just point to it. Put your
the mark bets 20 euros. But of course, now his money's on the table, Paul makes sure he loses.
I would have thought the middle one as well, I'll be honest.
No matter how smart you think you are, the hustler is always going to beat you.
Three-card Monte is one of the most misunderstood con games of all time. First of all, people think it's a game. It really isn't. You can't win. It's basically about trying to find out where the queen is. Now, if I mix the cards up, you basically have to tell me exactly where you think the queen is. Now, if you're watching, you probably think it's here. It gets a little bit more difficult if you play it for money. Again, the cards are mixed up like this. All you have to do is figure out where the queen is. Now, again, if you're smart, you're probably picking here. Some people are very sharp and will go for this card. Of course, anybody who bets here wins. That's how the game works. So look, here's how the move would work. You've got the queen in the middle. All you have to do is figure out, did I throw the queen down, like this, or did I throw the 2 above it, like that? And the thing is you can never really tell which one was thrown. So even if you know the move, you do not have an advantage. There are also so many switches in this game, you can't tell which one they're doing. So even if you know where the queen is, they can switch everything around during the game. You don't have a chance. But the really nasty part is how they get you to think that you have an advantage. And what happens is this, accidentally, sometimes somebody in the crowd will bend one of the cards. Now that's the queen. There's a tiny little bend on that queen. So you can tell it's slightly different to all the others. So as the cards are moved around, you can obviously tell which one is the queen. But if I were to just switch them a little bit more, you can see the queen exactly where it is. But if you bet money there, you're absolutely guaranteed to lose. Because even with a bend in it, it's possible to switch the cards around. It's a bigger bet.
And here it is in the game. Alex bends the queen in full view of the other punters.
You should have bet big time. Hold on to your money, I'll give you another chance. Here we go.
When Paul throws the cards down, the punters think they know where the queen is.
This one, anyone else? This one here? No, that's the 2.
But in fact, the bends move to another card.
That's the way the game is played.
You must have got about 200 euros off everyone.
Yeah.
Like, no one ever won off him, no. Yeah, I lost some money, yeah, I lost quite a bit of money today actually. So, but oh well, doesn't matter. Not too bothered. Go here for the oldie.
But the con doesn't end there. The marks have lost more than a few euros.
Got the person though.
No.
Nope.
No. Purse is gone. And all the cards and some money in it.
Oh well.
Gosh.
All right, come on, folks. Someone's
But Alex and Paul never went near the bag. How did the purse get lifted?
Because every king is looking for his
There was a third hustler, Jess.
A little bit closer. How much money have you got?
As the marks reached for their money, they were unwittingly letting her know exactly where they kept their wallets and purses. And while the punters were concentrating on the game,
Yeah, you would have lost as well. I'm pretty good at this game, folks. Yeah, very good.
Jess dipped her hand into the mark's bag and lifted her purse. They didn't mind blowing a few euros on a street game, but losing the purse could completely ruin their holiday.
Cancel the card, that's all really. Not much more you can do. Bit gutted.
That's it. Thank you very much.
And to make things even worse, when Alex made his way out of the crowd, he swiped the mark's top-of-the-range digital camera as well.
More money. Thank you for playing, though. Anybody else? Find a lady. It's called the Game of Kings because every king is looking for his queen.
A lot of people who see it in the street think that the only person involved is the person behind the table who's throwing the cards. There is at least 2, 3, maybe even more people involved in Monte gangs. But most importantly, What are you doing when you're in front of that table? You're getting money out to play. What does that tell the rest of the gang members? That tells them exactly where your wallet is. So you're not only going to lose the money on the table, but you might lose all your money from your pockets as well.